Adapt yourself to your company. There is no need to show one's ability before everyone. It's way better to keep it to oneself unless the situation commands it. Employ no more force than is needed. Overdoing things in the open doesn't inspire fear or awe, but only breeds pity, envy, or resentment. Overreacting, overdoing are signs of compensating. Let there be no unnecessary expenditure either of knowledge or of power. Always leave room for their imagination to wander. When you reveal too much too quickly, you expose your cards and kill the element of surprise. The skillful hunter only leads enough hounds to the hunt. A superior soldier only uses enough bullets to neutralize their enemy. And the elusive seductress envelops herself in mystery. If you reveal too much today, nothing will be left for tomorrow. Thus, you must always have as many tricks up your sleeve, wherewith to dazzle. As the steady river, you continue to nourish everything you touch, and never spoil or ruin the fruits of your labor. Rejoice in your ability to hide in plain sight, just like Frank Underwood, who said,
"The only thing more satisfying than convincing someone to do what I want is failing to persuade them on purpose. It's like a do not enter sign. It just begs you to walk through the door."
This is a subtle art that is mastered mostly by women. In a world where men are used to lead and feel superior, a woman with a healthy sense of rebellion and strength inspired envy in her female peers, and discomfort in the hearts of weak men. Real strong men don't mind competition regardless of sex. Women of great ambition and specific seductive interests learn to conceal their ability in order to make their male partners feel needed. To make a man feel useful and needed proved to be a great weapon to gain his heart. Hence, she might play damsel in distress, waiting for a warrior to save her or at least display interest.
You wanted to see me, Your Grace?
I'm leaving on a hunting trip. I just wanted to make sure you had everything you need before I left.
That's very thoughtful, Your Grace. I have everything I could want.
Good. Good. How are you finding life in the capital? Must be quite a change after Renly's camp.
A welcome one. A military encampment is no place for a lady.
And the bedside of a traitor? Is that a place for a lady?
Your Grace, I tried to do my duty as a wife, that is all.
What was your duty to this traitor as you saw it?
The duty of any wife to any husband, to provide him with children.
You failed to do this. Why?
I would not speak ill of the dead, Your Grace.
You think one ought to speak kindly of a traitor merely because he's had a sword put through his heart?
No. I do beg your pardon. The subtleties of politics are often lost on me. Renly, I don't believe he was interested in the company of women.
What makes you say this?
Whenever I wanted to make a child with him, he had so many excuses, so many late-night war councils. He never wanted to try. Except one evening, after he'd had far too much wine to drink, he suggested something. Something that sounded very painful and couldn't possibly result in children. Maybe the fault was with me, maybe...
No. He was a known degenerate.
It's such a relief to hear you say so, Your Grace.
I've considered making his perversion punishable by death.
As is your right. You must do whatever you need to do. You are the king.
Yes. I am. Do you like it? I just had it made. Probably one of the finest weapons in the Seven Kingdoms.
It's beautiful. Will you show me how it works? Would you take me hunting sometime? Forgive me, Your Grace. I know a hunt is no place for a woman,
That's
but...
not unheard of.
My father would never let me before I...
You no longer belong to him. Do you want to hold it? Yes.
In some cases, women had to even conceal their identities in order to ensure that their works are published and their words are heard. Two of these examples are Emily Dickinson and George Eliot. Even Benjamin Franklin, the famous US president, concealed his writing pen name from his old brother, who tried to censor his brilliance, and only shared it when his work gained resounding success. Sometimes it works to feign ignorance or deniability. There is an Arab proverb that can be paraphrased to something like, use the I don'ts to stay at ease. I don't know, I don't have, and I don't understand. Concealing one's ability is especially useful for those who are too agreeable among us and can deny people help or say no to the hyenas and vultures of society, and thus end up getting overwhelmed, and their goodness eventually turns into malevolent resentment. If you leave yourself no time to rest or work on your projects, you can't really fulfill your potential, and thus you deprive people from that as well. That is a greater display of selfishness. Imagine someone who is a master of their craft. A single stroke from a master can overshadow many by an average individual who did not take time to develop himself or herself. Understand, to show something fresh each day keeps expectations alive and conceals the limits of capacity. If you guys like this type of videos, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.